you're not familiar with Carybé's art, but if you've ever been to Salvador, then you have certainly been surrounded by his various works. From the decorative gates of Campo Grande and Solar do União to the beautiful concrete panels in Pelourinho and at the historic Hotel da Bahia, now Wish Hotel, to the ceramic tile murals decorating various apartment buildings in Campo Grande and Barra, to the orixá wood panels at Mafro, Museu Afro-Brasileiro, the Afro-Brazilian Museum in Pelourinho, and to the ubiquitous "If You Come in Peace" welcoming tiles found outside of doorways all over town. Carybé's presence in Salvador is everywhere. His art embodies all we come to think of when we think of the Salvador of yore. Fishermen casting their nets out to sea, festas de candomblé, capoeira, beaches, vaqueiros, or cowboys, parties, and more. Most notably, the man who impeccably captured the essence of Bahia was not even a Baiano by birth, but from Argentina. Hector Julio Parid Bernabó, as he was born, is known to the wider world as Carybé. He was more than an artist. He was a storyteller, a cultural ambassador, and a bridge between continents. This is the story of how a man born in Argentina became a celebrated symbol of Bahian art and identity. Carybé was born February 7, 1911 in Lanús, Argentina. His early life was marked by travel, as his family moved to Italy and later settled in Brazil. These diverse cultural influences shaped his artistic vision. After studying architecture in Buenos Aires, he decided to dedicate his life to art, moving to Brazil in the 1920s. Carybé, whose childhood nickname means piranha, in Tupi-Guarani, an indigenous language here in Brazil, studied art for 2 years at National School of Fine Arts in Rio de Janeiro in the late 1920s. He illustrated for newspapers in Argentina and for the Rio de Janeiro papers Diário Carioca in 1947 and the Tribuna da Imprensa in 1949 to 1950. His illustrations reached a larger audience when he started illustrating for books, working on the tomes of many famous authors, including Walt Whitman, Mário de Andrade, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and most notably, Bahia and Brazil's most treasured author, Jorge Amado. Carybé's heart, having traveled extensively, was here in Bahia, in its colorful streets, where in its rich traditions, Carybé found his muse. His other muse, his wife Nancy, also from Argentina, married Carybé in 1946. They eventually moved to Salvador and never looked back, with Carybé receiving his Brazilian citizenship in 1958. Inspired by Afro-Brazilian rituals such as candomblé and capoeira, vibrant urban life, and the natural beauty of Bahia, Carybé began documenting his observations through drawings, paintings, and murals. He quickly became a master at capturing the essence of Bahian culture. Carybé's art was deeply influenced by the Afro-Brazilian religion of candomblé. He immersed himself in its ceremonies, gaining unparalleled access and insight. His work often celebrated the orixás, or rishas, their vibrant mythology and their role in Brazilian spirituality. Carybé's portrayals of the orixás are not mere artistic depictions, they are acts of reverence. He captured the energy, rhythm, and emotion of candomblé like no one else. And Carybé was not alone in his love of candomblé. His famous local artist friends also followed this religion. Carybé's friendships with author Jorge Amado and photographer Pierre Verger have been well documented, including a book released not too long ago, a compilation of Jorge's words, Verger's photos, and Carybé's illustrations. Also in the famous Friends mix was the forefather of Bossa Nova and Música da Bahia, Dorival Caymmi. Carybé's creativity knew no bounds. Beyond painting and drawing, he excelled in woodcuts, sculpture, and even ceramics. One of his most famous works is the monumental mural in the Miami International Airport entitled Discovery and Settlement of the West and Rejoicing and Festivals of the Americas, which celebrates the rich tapestry of Latin American culture. This mural originally was installed at the JFK Airport in New York City after Carybé won both first and second prize in a 1959 contest to create art for the terminal. When the American Airlines terminal at JFK was slated to be demolished, a female flyer intervened in the destruction of the mural and helped save the mural by finding it a new home at the Miami airport. Through his art, Carybé became a cultural ambassador, sharing the spirit of Bahia with the world while preserving its traditions for future generations. An Argentine with a Bahian heart. Carybé passed away in 1997, but his legacy lives on, in large part because of his family. With their art and antique gallery, Oxum Casa de Arte, on the ladera de Barra, its home for more than a decade, his family kept his art alive, selling signed prints of his art, oil paintings, and later on, mugs, shot glasses, cell phone cases, and other collectibles, all adorned with his famous works. A small museum in his honor opened up in 2016, the Espaço Carybé das Artes, in Porto da Barra, a small but modern interactive museum located in the Forte de Diogo, which is the less obvious fort to the right at the Porto da Barra beach. His art is celebrated not only in Brazil and Bahia, but across the world, cherished for its vibrant energy and cultural depth. In Bahia, he remains a beloved figure, his work a testament to the beauty of everyday life and the power of cultural fusion. Carybé taught us that art is about connection between people, traditions, and stories. His work is a reminder to honor where we come from and celebrate where we are. Héctor Julio Parid Bernambo, or Carybé, may have been born in Argentina, but his heart and soul belong to Brazil. Through his art, he captured the rhythm of life, the essence of culture, and the enduring spirit of Bahia. Carybé's story is one of passion, dedication, and an unending love for the world around him. This is Carybé, an artist, a storyteller, and an eternal part of Bahia and Brazil's cultural heartbeat.